The launch of Aberration into ARK Survival Ascended introduced a new creature to the map, the Yi Ling. This highly aggressive creature is absolutely stunning and looks like a cross between a bat and a bird. But is this gliding specialist based on reality, or is it a work of fiction? Let's find out. In July 2023, the Yi was announced as a Community Creature Vote winner, earning its place as the new map creature for the relaunch of Aberration. A week later, the concept art was released and the name was changed to Yi Ling. The Community Crunch describes the creature as having a sharp beak and even sharper feathers. The original name Yi belongs to a very real creature with a fascinating history. Our story begins in 2007 in a quarry near Motudang village in Qinglong County, China. A local farmer discovered a strange fossil, and in what would turn out to be an amazing decision for uncovering the mysteries the fossil held, he sold it to the Shandong Tianyu Museum of Nature. What scientists uncovered was remarkable. The specimen had preserved imprints of soft tissue and feathers, and because the fossil had come directly from the source, they were confident that the specimen was authentic and unaltered. The fossil contained a partial skeleton with a visible skull, lower jaw, neck and limb bones. Although the fossil lacks most of the backbone, pelvis and tail, what remains enables us to reimagine what this creature must have looked like in life. The specimen was given the name Yi. Yi means wing in Mandarin and Qi means strange, so combined the name means strange wing. It has the shortest name allowed under the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, a distinction it shares with only one other creature. The Yi lived in China during a period known as the Late Jurassic, between about 164 and 159 million years ago. It belonged to the Scansauropterygidae family, and they are an extinct family of climbing and gliding dinosaurs. And just in case you missed that, Yi was not a pterosaur or a bat, it was a dinosaur. The Yi Ling in game is a fairly sizable beast, large enough for a survivor to comfortably ride, but its real-life inspiration was considerably smaller. This little dinosaur probably weighed about 400 grams, which is about 14 ounces. Its wingspan was about 60 centimetres or 23 inches across, while its skull was just 4 centimetres or 1.5 inches long. Their short heads had a blunt snout and a downturned lower jaw, with a few teeth only present at the tips of the jaw. Like the in-game version, Yi's fingers supported a wing-like membrane, and in addition to this they had a long pointed wrist bone known as a styloform element that extended backwards from the forelimb bones. This styloform is a completely unique feature to Yi and has not been found in any other dinosaurs. The styloform was an adaptation to help support the wing membrane. The specimen is so well preserved that we know that Yi had a heavy covering of feathers. These feathers had a very simple paintbrush-like texture, with a quill-like base topped by a spray of thinner filaments. The feathers covered most of its body, starting near the tip of its snout. Small patches of wrinkled skin between the fingers and the styloform bone were also preserved, and indicate that unlike all other known dinosaurs, the wings of the Yi were formed by a skin membrane rather than flight feathers. The form of their wings and the physical proportions of their body mean that it's unlikely that Yi had a flapping style of flight. It is more likely that Yi was a specialised and exclusive glider, although with only one fossil it's hard to know for sure how that gliding actually worked. So what was the world that this little gliding dinosaur lived in like, and how did they behave within it? During the late Jurassic, China was covered in subtropical to temperate forests, dominated by bennettitales, ginkgo trees, conifers and ferns. These forests surrounded large lakes in the shadow of active volcanoes, and it was the ash from these volcanoes that is responsible for the remarkable preservations of many of the fossils found here. Yi was likely a tree dweller, climbing up the trunks and then gliding between the trees in order to navigate its forested home. Their tiny peg-like teeth indicate that it likely ate insects, seeds, small mammals and lizards. The remarkable preservation of the fossil has enabled scientists to run tests that inspect the microscopic scales called melanosomes. These are the cells that produce pigment, and from this they have been able to deduce that the Yi would have been predominantly black, with reddish or yellowish areas on the wings and head. The in-game Yi Ling is considerably larger than its real-world inspiration, but you can clearly see the influence that the Yi has had on the design. But what do you think of the Yi Ling? Is it a useful addition to the ARK creature roster? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video while you're there. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and why not check out my video on another Aberration native, the Ravager. But for now, I'll see you in the ARK. Take care.